Oh no, I can't find where to record audio. There it is. Ahoy!
This is wow,
What a
wow.
good intro there. I had a little voice crack and everything. Welcome to a Hero Story, a
You were
podcast.
gonna sing too.
Yeah, I know. I know. I got a little nervous.
Come, come on, come on, out with
Got
it.
a little nervous. No, I
Do it.
had the adrenaline in me. It's it's gone.
You mean the
So fun
venom?
fact. We are recording now. I was in like a panic mode like 5 minutes ago. I just got home actually from work, and there's so much construction that it's usually 30 minutes to get home from work, but I was in construction for 30 minutes. So by the time I hit the highway, I was listening to
Ah,
music and Pray For Me came on by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar. That's in Black
mm,
Panther.
yes.
It felt like I took that magical herb. Like I went so
Oh
speedy.
my god! Oh my god! You are you are something else, man. You are an interesting individual.
But yeah, I like little bit of sweat going down the forehead because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be late, but
You walked
on
into your
time.
apartment and you were just like, as you can see, I am not dead. Everyone's like, we didn't think you would be. Like,
Basically.
no one assumed that.
But I am Heather. So it's kind of a different podcast this week. Usually on a hero story here, you listen to myself, Hunter, Harper next to me, JD and Tyler talk about comics and things. But now you're just listening to your two least favorite hosts talk about
Yeah,
questions
Hunter
that you
Harper
guys
show,
submitted. Yeah.
motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I took a real brief look at some of the questions people submitted, and I'm like cool. They're actual things to have opinions about, and some were
Okay.
like personal, and I was like, oh, cool. It's a
Oh,
cool question to ask.
interesting. I
No,
looked.
not like oh, what was the worst death that happened in your family? Like, not like that.
I assume so. But feel free to ask on the next time we
Yeah,
talk about
go for
this.
it.
Might
Um,
happen again. But yeah, we're all adults. We have busy lives. JD is in the quantum realm. Tyler, some what
I would
happened to
love
him?
to say what Tyler's doing because it was so funny.
Go
It
ahead.
was
I'm not going to stop
it
you.
was well he said he said he was hanging out with a friend, and then like in conversation he mentioned that that friend was a girl, and I feel like there was a collective energy where we all went, ah, friend, yeah, okay. And he went like, Harper, I'm an adult, and I was like, sure, buddy, sure. So if you guys want to know what Tyler prioritizes over the podcast,
Yeah, I heard.
actually he's probably made the right decision there thinking about it. No, he absolutely has.
But
Never mind.
he said he might call in to talk Spider-Man. So we will talk about Spider-Man 25 that came out this
Oh
week.
yeah, we will. Yeah, we
Uh
will.
we might see if we can get Tyler in on that conversation because he actually did read it and he had a lot of thoughts on it. He made a post over it and everything, so he might
He did.
join and talk about that. I don't know when. I let him know when we're recording, so we'll see. But yeah, besides that, we also have Green Lantern number 1, and we have Daredevil number, I think it was 11 this week. It's 10 or
Yep.
11.
I read
They
one of those.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. But
Number
besides
one,
that,
Green
there's
Lantern fan.
not much news this week. So going through the news, yeah, I was really like reaching to get any sort of news. Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and that seems to be the main point of interest here.
Mm,
James Gunn is just talking about that. Really, usually he talks about everything. It's
yeah.
dropping news here and there, but he's only talking about Guardians, which is fair, it makes sense. But as
It's the
far as
movie that's
news,
out.
he confirmed that Crypto is going to be Superman Legacy, but in my notes here, it autocorrected to Krypton. So Krypton
uh
might also be.
Krypton. There's a very solid chance both of those things are gonna be in a
Yeah,
Superman
exactly.
movie. Yeah.
But yeah, Crypto.
I saw a comment that when that when that came out that crypto was going to be in this movie, I saw a comment. Someone went, "Wow, he really went from like the goat Snyderverse to now silly animals." I was like, "It's fucking crypto! Like, stop being so mean, man! Like,
Yeah, a
people
lot
would
of
literally rather have a Superman that's flying around and like murdering people as a first option
destroying
rather than have
everything.
like a dog friend. It's a James Gunn movie that's gonna have like a dog best friend. Is that
Hmm.
not like a perfect formula? Have we
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
seen this work?
Hmm. So I think it's a good choice. I mean, this Superman Legacy, it's obviously, I don't think it's going to be a dark movie per se. So I think it's okay that we have a Superman that's just wholesome
Yeah, exactly.
on
Why
the
can't I
big
have a
screen.
dog?
Yeah, it's
It's
not every character needs to be super dark. And I like Man of Steel, but I would rather we go a different path than just Man of Steel again.
I
Dark
think it's
Superman
just because
destroying
of
things.
of all the things to be like, I can't believe they got rid of the Snyderverse for this. This is like the thing that you're like, no, this is one step too far.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
odd.
dog.
Yeah, exactly. Ed Boon, creator of Injustice and Mortal Kombat,
Mm.
has been teasing Mortal Kombat 1 recently, the next Mortal Kombat game, essentially. He's been teasing it so much, and people are now Mortal Kombat is trending on Twitter. But he tweeted out saying, "Who's to say this is Mortal Kombat? Maybe it's our other game,
Oh wow. It's
Injustice
definitely
3."
more. It's gonna be
It's
Mortal
definitely
Kombat for
Mortal
sure.
Kombat. Yeah, it's
He's
100% Mortal
he's just
Kombat.
he's just fucking lying. But you know,
Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't.
now
Injustice is
the
weird, man.
so it is weird. Mortal Kombat, every single game by NetherRealms, who's the studio that makes Mortal Kombat and
Mm.
Injustice, leaks. Pretty much every single one leaks like a month before they announce it. And it was leaked again that this is Mortal Kombat. But in that leak, Peacemaker is a playable character.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why a Peacemaker?
I don't know. It was
Is
Peacemaker,
is
I
his
think.
like in? Is his intro into like the fight is just the entirety of that dance intro from the show?
Yeah, you
It's like a
someone picks
minute
them, it's like,
long.
oh come on,
Oh
go through the minute again.
yeah. Okay, here we go.
Your Peacemaker. I think it was another DC character as well. Oh yeah, Peacemaker and oh no, Peacemaker and Homelander was the other.
Home the fuck that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah,
I much prefer that.
yeah. So those are the two because Mortal Kombat has guest characters now. Usually they're
Yeah,
horror movie characters, but
yeah, they are.
yeah,
All
Homelander
right.
and Peacemaker.
Homelander kind of fucks a Peacemaker. Like, okay,
Homelander in a Mortal Kombat game. That sounds great,
yeah, that's cool. I like that.
but Peacemaker. All right,
I would have preferred the Joker.
from Mortal Kombat X, I think he was in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would have preferred
cool.
Jason.
Oh yeah, I would prefer the Ninja Turtles from Injustice
Oh
2.
yeah, they're Injustice too. Yeah, Hellboy, your favorite.
Yeah. Wait, is he in one of these?
He's in Injustice too.
He whoa.
Are you
Okay.
for real?
I forgot about that. I did so I stopped playing when he came out, I believe. Because the
He
DLC
came out.
was like
Oh,
Red
congratulations!
Hood. It
Oh, woo!
was like
Go
Red
for you,
Hood, it
Hellboy.
was Starfire, then it was Black Manta, and
Ugh.
then I thought Ninja Turtles was after that. Ninja
But
Turtles was the last one I played.
you did know that Hellboy was in it
I
though.
did, yeah, but I
Yeah.
completely forgot.
Isn't RoboCop in one of the Mortal Kombats?
Yeah, he was in the last one, I
I
think.
I fucking love RoboCop. I don't know if I've ever said that on the show. I
Do you like
fucking
the
love
reboot?
RoboCop. I kind of do, yeah.
Okay, I didn't mind it either.
I kind of don't hate it at all. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right.
it's all right.
Um,
Yeah.
and the last bit of news is this isn't news. I just think it's hilarious. So Warner Brothers, it's their 100th anniversary this year. So they changed their banner on like their social media accounts and their YouTube and everything. So it says WB 100, and there's 100 movie names in the background that they've made. So there's like Batman Begins, there's Man of Steel's on there, Superman's on there. I'm just naming like DC movies, Wonder Woman, and one movie that you wouldn't expect that they would put on their Warner Brothers 100 account. It's a superhero movie. Can you guess what it is?
Is it? It's gonna be like Catwoman or something,
It is a
or is it
DC
The
movie. It's
Flash?
not Catwoman. It's not The Flash.
A
It's showing
DC
like
movie.
they are celebrating 100 years of them
A
making
hundred
movies.
years, and it's definitely a movie that you really shouldn't put on there to
Yeah,
celebrate.
yeah. You should not have done this. I mean,
Um,
it's 100 names on a banner, so they're hard to see. You got to zoom in and look.
bad comic book movies, DC. Jesus, I don't know. I'm really struggling.
All
It's
right,
not
yeah,
Batman and
no,
Robin.
no. You
What
want to
is it?
know?
Yeah.
Batgirl.
Oh no!
Batgirl's on there. Maybe this was made 2 years ago.
That's so funny. That's
Yeah.
so funny. They put a testament to their own failure on a banner celebrating their success.
Yep. So
Wow. A movie
good
that
job.
a movie they practically finished and canned for a tax write-off.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good job. Good job.
That is crazy. That's so funny.
Yeah, I thought that
Wow.
was interesting, so I put that in the news, but that's kind of all I have as well.
That's okay. We do we do questions or should we talk comics
We'll
first?
talk comics first because it won't be too long. I think questions we'll get into a lot. Daredevil.
Oh my god, that was so fucking cool, bro.
Yeah, I'm so glad you read it. I'm
he's
so
so
glad.
he's so cool. It was
He's
like one of
so
those
mean.
I like but I like that. Like
He's a
I
villain.
really like when they push characters like this, but it make like Daredevil is a character that feasibly you can do this with, and I get it and it works. Like what
Mhm.
he does, we'll get to spoilers, but what he does at the end of this issue, I'm like, yeah, nah, I can sense him doing that. You remember in it's either the second or third episode of the Netflix series. Um, he like fights a bunch of people and then
Or like
like
in the
just
puddle.
no, that's the first one. He kicks like a dude out a window, and the dude like falls fucking like
Oh
two
yeah.
stories. But he's like, because he's alive, he's like, good enough. Or like the dude on the rooftop that he practically like tortures to get information, and then
Mhm.
like they kick him off a roof into a dumpster or whatever, and he's just like, he listens for his heart, and he's like, heart's still beating, he's all good. It's like
He's worse than
that's I love.
Batman in this
I love
case.
I love that shit, man. Yeah, exactly. Like people are gonna act like he's like borderline a pacifist, but no, he'll Arkham City Batman the shit out of
I was gonna
people.
say he's very much like Arkham Batman. Like, you know, in Night when he drives the wheel on a guy's face? He like slowly is making the Batmobile go on his head to get information.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot about. Wow. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
That's
Daredevil would do that though.
I
Given the
kind of
chance.
like that. I kind of like. Which does that make me a hypocrite because the branding people in BVS. Hmm.
Mm.
Was he the
I
one
think I
branding
think
people? I
this
don't
isn't
even
as bad
remember.
as branding though.
Branding is just weird. It's not like it's not even causing pain for information. He just literally wants to be like, I got you. But he
Yeah,
was he
yeah.
branding people? Isn't
In
the point
Arkham?
that
No.
no in BVS was
Yeah,
he branding people
yeah.
or was it like a setup or something? I
He was
forget.
branding people. At the end, he learned his lesson. He stopped branding people. But no, he was branding
I th-
people.
there you go. For some reason, I thought that was like a setup that like Lex Luthor had or something. Because remember, people
No.
go to prison and they see the symbol and then they beat the shit out of him or
Yeah.
something.
Or I think they implied that they killed them. So it's like,
Yeah, but like was Batman doing that
yeah.
or was okay?
No, because he had at the end he had like the
He
symbol that
did, but
it would like heat up and he
he was also facing up against Lex, so I thought maybe that was like I found your thing. But no, you're right. It makes no sense. What a stupid movie.
I like it,
What?
but I agree.
Why was he okay? Someone message us and explain that because I really don't get it.
At this point in Daredevil's life, I could see him branding people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could do.
He's gone so far off the rails that he's not killing anyone. I mean, he killed that one guy, but he's not killing anyone else.
But he still feels extreme guilt for it, even in this. I think the best page in this issue is one where he's walking past, he's
Or where
walking past
Electra
the
was
liquor
stabbed.
store, yeah, where he killed the guy and the steps where, he found Electra and blah blah blah,
Mhm.
and just recounting all the awful things that have happened. That was awesome. The thing, it's funny though, like this Daredevil series is like what Zeb Wells Spider Man maybe wants to be, where it's this deconstruction of a character and showing them
Yeah,
at their worst. And like, it just feels so fucking natural here. And maybe because it's like, it's not as big of a jump going from regular Daredevil to this Daredevil who is just
there's a
like,
setup.
I
Yeah.
have lost everything and I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
But he's still not killing people. He's just like, I'll be ruthless. I don't give a shit. Versus Spider-Man, where it's just like Peter Parker could really solve pretty much anything with just a couple words and refuses to and doesn't like instead of lashing out in anger, he says, I know I'm doing the wrong thing right now and I'm gonna do it anyway. And then he lashes out in anger, which is like it's not unrelatable. It's actually very relatable, but it's just like, okay, man, but
He's
just
taking it
try.
far though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking it very far. Yeah.
To the point where I guess at the end of this issue, he goes over to councilman and woman who have been kind of the
The Strom ones.
puppeteers of this
Mm,
whole run since Zdarsky
yeah.
started. They were controlling Fisk, and then Fisk disappears, and now they don't have anyone to control, but they're controlling the prisons. So they got all the people that Daredevil recruited in prison, including Elektra. And so Daredevil goes and he's like, "Let Elektra free, and I'll be your Fisk. Essentially, I'll do whatever
Mm,
you want besides killing, but anything
yeah.
else." And they consider it because they're just like, oh, he could tell us like secret identities. He can get back on the Avengers and tell us all the information about the superheroes there. So deal. And then Daredevil tackles.
No, no, there's more to it. Remember, they go, how can we trust that you're going to be loyal? And he
Oh
goes,
yeah.
here, this will prove it. And he stabs himself in both eyes and pops his own fucking eyes out. So now
Mhm.
Matt Murdock has no eyeballs in his sockets.
But I guess
They're just
you
gone.
previously in this run, which I don't know if you got to, he actually lost an
He's
eye.
stabbed. He lost it. He lost one eye.
So he
Yeah,
had a
the red eye.
prosthetic
Yeah,
eye, and but he
a
cut out his
which
actual eye.
he then, after submitting to the Stromwinds, they go, oh, okay, well, it's sad to see that you're so broken. And he grabs the brother Stromwin and is like, tells the woman one, I forget her name,
That's
the
okay.
sister and brother, man and woman Stromwin,
Mhm.
Adam and Eve Stromwin. Um, he says to her, let everyone go, do it now. And she's like, okay, I'll do that. And so she does it. And then Daredevil proceeds to remove Brother Stromwin's eye from out of his fucking head and put his own red prosthetic eyeball in that dude's fucking socket
Yeah.
and then punch like the fucking window and then just fucking leave. It's so hardcore, bro.
Yep.
I'm like, wait, you don't have to be doing all that, but also you do because, like, he says, you guys have control over everything. Like, you guys own the prisons, you own the city, basically. Like,
Mhm.
there is nothing that I can do except for this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you I mean real shit. And if you fuck me again, I'm coming back. I'll take more eyes. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's literally an eye for an eye, but it fits so much better than Peter Parker going and punching Captain America or whatever the fuck's happening over there.
What's
Oh man, it
happening?
was a good dude. Chip Zdarsky, like, I'm still excited for the fact that it's ending, but I'm also like, that he really did it. Like, I'm impressed at how well he has woven together
It's
three
a
different
great
series,
run.
basically one
Yeah.
run, a big event in the middle, and then this run, and made this big cohesive story. I fucking hated from the start of this run. I hated Goldie. I hate Goldie. I think that character is fucking woeful, but they've moved on from that, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, he
That
wasn't
character
around
actually,
often.
oh, that character, those first few issues, I was like, I could not give less of a fuck about this dude. Like, he's
Hmm.
like, I was put here as part to orchestrate your life, Matt Murdock. And then, like, it like turns out that he is the reason Electra's fucking like dad got murdered or what. You remember that? Like, he's
Yeah.
like, oh, every
Oh,
event
the
in your life.
flashback
Do they?
issue.
Yeah. Do they ever retcon that? I don't think they
They
do.
didn't
Like, it's
retcon
so,
it. I think Zdarsky's kind of ignored it though.
but it's so, it was so silly. Like, to start this run specifically with another dude coming out and going, everything that's happened in your life, I've been behind it. I'm glad they've just moved on and it's gone back to like the
Totally.
crime in hand shit that was interesting. Like, that's cool.
I agree, yeah. It is it's a lot better now. And even I didn't expect them to go back to Hell's Kitchen, but I'm happy that we're back. Even
Yeah,
though
fuck yeah,
Daredevil's all
man.
messed up. Even after he like jumps out the window and everything, he has this whole monologue, and it
Oh,
ends with him
it's
standing with a cross saying, "The only thing I have
all
left
that's
to do is die."
yeah. Oh, it's so exciting, and I hope they
It's so
do it. And
exciting.
it is so exciting because I feel like this is a run where they could kill him and actually let it last for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
anytime
you
there's a
you
book
think he will
called,
die?
I kind of fucking hope he does, but I just think it would be impactful. And you can bring him back in a few years, of course. But like every time there's a book called The Death of Someone, The Death of Daredevil, he doesn't
That
actually die. He just
that is
gets
an
hit
actual
by a
book.
truck real bad, and then he
Yeah.
goes through rehab in a separate book. The Death of Doctor Strange. The dude dies 3 different times. He was back to life as the Harvestman after like a month and a half after the end of that series. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
he was not he might have been technically dead, but he wasn't outside of books for like longer than a month. He was back all of a sudden.
Wolverine
Daredevil,
died for a while. He was dead for like 6 years, but yeah,
that was a good, yeah, that was good. That was also a good
because it was
death,
a
but
long
like
time. And Alfred's still dead, and he's been dead for like 4 years now.
that's kind of impressive. Like
Mhm.
that is
No one expected that.
I don't really like the way it was done. I don't
Same.
really like that story at all. I don't really know why I read that final Bane story, but anyway, yeah, I feel like they have the opportunity to actually have some lasting
They could, yeah.
consequence.
And then
I hope
Daredevil just either ends or continues with Elektra,
you've
or
got Electra, man. You're
yeah,
there.
it
Like,
could,
just do
it
the
could.
thing. You've
So
done the
how would
thing.
he die?
Um, I I would say like he beats everyone. It's a nice happy ending, but then he just has like a stroke or something. I'm kidding. No.
I think he's gonna kill himself in the way that Arsenal tried to kill something like Roy Harper, where he just finds a big guy and tries to fight that big guy. I think it
God,
was
I
written
hope
in the
not.
Outlaws where Roy just wants to kill himself, so he goes over to Killer Croc and just starts to like throw bottles at him.
Do you want my actual ideal death?
Yeah, yeah.
I say he takes down everyone in a big like fireball kind of explode, like he does the death where it's like I was about to spoil something, but I actually don't think you know that thing. I was about to
Guardians.
spoil no, I was about to spoil a Star Wars thing, but I don't think you've seen it.
Maybe not.
Basically like a big explosion death, big fire around, so he's incinerated, right? You're like, oh wow, that like everything just blew up and he's gone. And then eventually they can down the line reveal that he was saved in hellfire and he's just been in hell the whole time. So he wasn't incinerated. Those were just the
Hmm.
flames of hell. And he's gone down there with Mephisto or who else?
Ghost Rider? And then he
Ghost
becomes a Ghost
Rider.
Rider?
Johnny Blaze is definitely not still the king of hell, is he?
I
That
don't
was
know.
5 years ago. There's no way, right?
Have there been any other hell stories?
I'm sure there's been other hell stories. The Bible, the
Mm.
Bible too.
Yeah, because Bible 2 came out in like 2021. So
That was good. Yeah, yeah. Written by Moist Critical. Hey
it's
guys, this is
canon to God
Nazareth
Slap.
2:14.
It's a their spin-off series here.
Spin off series here. We've actually
Yeah.
gotten really good reviews.
Daredevil ends in August, so we are like 4 issues away, really. So next issue's cover is him and Elektra falling. So we'll see.
Mm.
We'll see if she talks him out of it, but maybe he'll live. But I kind of like the idea of him just dying, even though he's like
I,
one of my
I just think
favorites.
that's an easy retcon if you destroy him in fire and just say like the flames were hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can put two and two together and go, oh, he wasn't burned to a crisp. That was just hell consuming him. And I think that's where he needs to go. I think he needs to go to hell.
Daredevil in
After all
Hell
this
is a
hell
good
talk,
story. That sounds like
well,
it could be
that's
a good story.
I mean, it has been a good story a couple of times.
Yeah, but like a modern telling here.
I said that, and then I could only think of Anacenti, and I couldn't think of another one.
A
And I
couple
said a
times.
couple times, is there another time that he's gone to hell?
I don't know.
No, I can't.
Not that I can
I
know
think
of.
it's just that one. And that's the one that's got the fucking cool looking Mephisto, where he's like the big fucking dinosaur.
Oh, I've
That
seen
shit is
pictures of
cool.
that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. And the Senti knows how to make Mephisto look like a mean motherfucker. That's the way he looks in oh, what's his fucking name? Kevin Smith's Guardian Devil.
Oh
He
yeah.
looks like
Oh,
the big
where he is
monster.
like a dragon,
He's like,
essentially.
yeah, I love that shit, man. It's
It's
so
like a
cool.
parallax. Yeah, okay.
Instead of just a red dude with like some fluff and horns.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
He's just a red guy.
it's just a
Usually.
red guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Green Lantern, I assume.
Yeah, I read Green Lantern by Jeremy Adams. It's the first Green Lantern book in I think 2 years it's released. And it's a great start. It starts with Hal just saving some people that were stuck underground, some construction workers, and as soon as Hal appears, they start saying that he's back. So it's fun. It goes a lot over
He's
Carol
back. He's
Ferris.
back.
Basically, yeah, one of the construction workers was Soups. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. I'm
Jesus. Was he
guessing that the
threatening to
artist
like
did that.
kill
Like
someone if he couldn't go to
that
Jungle
looks like
Cruise or
Soups,
whatever?
right?
Yeah.
Identically.
Yeah, no, that's him.
But yeah, it goes over his relationship with Carol Ferris because they were a thing for a while, but it's been years since Hal was on Earth. So he goes over and starts flirting with her, and she's just like, "Hal, you've been gone for like 7 years. Like I've moved on. I have a fiance now. Like go away." So
That's sad.
it's
Go away.
Hal trying to find a job. He's trying to find a life. He noticeably doesn't have a ring at the moment, but at the end of the issue, it shows that he
It's
kind
in
of
his
gets one.
ass.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird. No, he's fighting a guy who's has this green energy and it's based off willpower. So Hal's like, okay, Green Lantern stuff. So he goes over and he kind of steals this guy's willpower by like just taking his aura and making a ring, even though he didn't
That's
have
cool.
one. And as soon as he does that, the guy goes, "Who are you?" And the last page is him just saying, "Take a guess," as he has the suit
I
again.
do not like how he looks there. That's some who is doing the art for that?
That is,
Why
he
has he
did.
got like a seven head? Why is his forehead so fucking large?
Oh God, how do I say this name?
Show it to the camera.
It'll be flipped. I'll spell it for you.
Hmm.
Xermanico. Zermanico.
I'm gonna say that's spot on.
Whoa, really
I'm
nice.
co-signing that.
There's a backup story with John Stewart, who's also back on Earth. They keep
Yo,
they keep hinting to things like there's Earth is like under quarantine right now by Green Lantern, so they're kind of stuck there and they can't leave.
under what?
Yeah, basically.
That's controversial. Oh no.
And they kind of reveal that there's someone in another universe that's trying to get to our universe to, or I guess John's universe to kill John. But it was only like 5 pages, I believe. So it's just like a part one kind of thing. But yeah, it's a fun issue. It's just I'm happy to see Green Lantern back, and it's not written by um whoever wrote the last one. Who wrote the last one?
Jeffrey Thorne.
Name a bald guy. Name a bald guy.
Isn't that a bald guy? Lex Luthor.
Name a bald writer.
Grant
What?
Morrison?
Yeah, that's who wrote Grant Morrison. I can like picture his
How
face,
good
but I
is
can't.
that? I
Yeah.
love Grant Morrison because they're best friends with Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
If you watch the film clip for Sing, and I think even Na 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 Na, the villain in from that album and from that universe, is played by Grant Morrison in all the film clips.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's pretty
Huh.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Well,
cool. Yeah.
Grant Morrison is a fantastic writer. They've written
Grant
some of
Morrison
my favorite
fucks
books.
hard, bro.
Like
He
some of the
fucks hard.
greatest comics ever are
Mm.
made by Grant Morrison, but their Green Lantern just kind of sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it
It
was really
just
bad.
people just sort of felt like their Green Lantern was just sort of it wasn't it should have been this really big thing, and all I ever heard about it was like it's just a fine story, and I'm like that's disappointing because like the idea of having this book, The Green Lantern, it's like 2 volumes, and
Mhm.
It's Grant fucking Morrison, and then it's just like kind of mid. That's like that feels like such a missed opportunity, doesn't it? It's like if Watchmen was okay.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
like the name power, the title alone, the idea of the story, everything about it, and it's mid. That sucks.
Well,
That sucks so bad.
yeah, it's essentially because the last one was by Robert Venditti, and he set up like such a good ending where Hal comes back to Earth, and then Grant Morrison took over, and they just basically ignored everything and ignored all canon whatsoever, and did the kind of like
See,
the different idea, and I don't know.
I don't think that's terrible, but it's also just the fact that like it didn't seem like a story worth telling for most people.
The
That's kind of what
there's a
what I
lantern in
glean.
it that's not even like it's a funny cameo at first, but then it doesn't go away. It's a guy called Stoner Lantern, and it's
Oh,
just like it's a stereotypical stoner who happens to have a ring.
yeah, it's Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, but not entertaining.
Not fun, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the best character in Cabin in the Woods. So I don't
It
know.
is is it the best character, or is
Yeah,
it
it
Chris
is.
Hemsworth driving off a cliff into the dome?
That's the best part.
Is the best part.
Or I guess the monsters at the end is the best part, but that is one of the
the,
best
the
parts.
the scene where they all come out the elevators is absolutely the best part. Yeah.
Ding!
Ding.
It's chaos.
that that movie is good until it's like okay.
The ending sucks.
That's what I mean. It's like funny, but it's also not. It didn't feel as earned as I think they wanted it to be.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
ha ha, doesn't fucking matter. The gods have won.
It's like I kind
Yeah.
of would have liked the idea if there were no gods and that they were
Or
just
the idea of leave it open and do some sort of sequel on it. I don't know. Or like you don't need the hand coming out and literally destroying Earth.
or
I don't
have
know.
the main girl, kill Ripley, Sigourney Weaver at
Ripley.
the end.
Yeah.
So then it's like the last girl takes over.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded it.
Yeah.
I would have just there's definitely a way. I mean, obviously the best way, I think the best way you could do that movie is you get through all of that and then everyone realizes that the gods weren't real and they've just been doing it for no
Yeah,
fucking
I would have
reason.
liked like
And then everyone's like, what have
exactly.
we done? Like Sigourney Weaver having like a panic attack because she spent the last 40 years sacrificing people for no
Exactly. That would have
reason.
been good.
That would be a good ending. But I guess the everyone would have guessed that they aren't actually gods. So then the reveal
Mhm.
that they are gods is more surprising.
Uh,
I still really like that movie, but
have you
yeah.
seen Ready or Not?
Yeah, I fucking love Ready or
That
Not,
it
man.
has a similar ending that I wish that it was just
The
revealed
ending of
that they
Ready,
weren't real. You know?
the ending of Ready or Not
I guess
is
spoiler
like,
alert for this 2019, I think.
but the ending of Ready or Not is them all going like, I guess the deal with the devil that we made wasn't real, and then the family just starts fucking exploding into pieces,
To show
and
that it
then
was real. Yeah.
yeah, and then you just see the devil, and he just like smiles at her as she's covered in blood, and she just goes, "Fuck."
I
So
wish,
well
yeah,
done.
like it is fun, but I wish that it was just revealed that no, it wasn't real.
That they were
And
wrong. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, see that movie, I guess you couldn't go wrong either way
it's
because
a
like
better ending. It is a better
both of
ending.
those endings would have been good. Like her sitting down on the fucking thing and going in laws or whatever the fuck is like so that's so funny to me. But
Yeah.
um, like you probably couldn't have gone wrong if like it turned out that they were all wrong anyway and then she just kills them or whatever. That would have
hmm
been funny, but also the pause in between and then everyone exploding is so funny too.
It is, yeah. It is. It's better. It's a similar ending to Cabin in the Woods. I think it's better handled, but I
It's
do
more, yeah, it's
wish.
way more satisfying, but
Yeah.
it's more satisfying because it's the evil family that sucks gets blown up by the devil and the
Mhm.
heroine we like lives on. Whereas Cabin in the Woods is that like, well, all the bad guys are already dead. Now it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
the gods are gonna kill us all anyway. Okay.
Yeah, the end. Oh.
So that
Uh
definitely wasn't a question someone submitted.
no, I guess we'll probably get to that pretty quick here because I didn't actually
I've
read
I've
Spider-Man.
got them up. Oh yeah, we got to talk Spider-Man.
Why did
I
you read it?
watched I watched a video on it, so I'm prepared. I feel
So you know everything then.
I watched a guy talk about it and go through the panels.
How is it? I've seen a lot of panels. It looks sad.
Yeah, it's so everything that you saw that we've like talked about in the group chat is basically the entire issue. Except there's
Mhm.
more. There's one depressing part of the end that I thought was hilarious. But so we they destroy that Mayan god dude, or they think they do, right?
Yeah,
Peter gets zapped out, blah blah blah. It's MJ Paul. She is waiting there, just like, no, Peter's gonna come back. Paul's like, no, he's not. Lol. And then so she slaps him, and she's like, he's
I
coming
saw
back.
that. I saw that. Yeah,
She takes like a little piece of Spider-Man mask and ties it to her thing, but then they wander off, and then it jumps like what, 1 month or something, and it's like them surviving, and she's got like the whole Rambo sort of look, and then it jumps 3 months, and they find the kids. So big reveal: the kids aren't actually Mary Jane and Paul's; they're just
that's pretty
some
good.
random kids that they found in this wasteland, and one of them just happened to look like Mary Jane and have her hair and everything. But
Yeah,
anyway, blah blah blah. Then they spend the next couple years like as a family, but like Paul and Mary Jane aren't together. They're just like parents, but in agreement.
D
So
and D
apparently
movie.
they don't. Oh,
Sorry, go on. The D&D movie does that.
okay. Dungeons, a hero story, Dungeons and Dragons in episode 5 coming. We don't know.
That's what. Yeah,
Really want to
it's
do it.
what?
It's what, dude? I'm
Sorry, I
so
guess for
excited to do that
context,
again.
in the D&D movie, the main character and the other main character, it's a man and a woman raising a child together, but they're not together. They're one of the man, it's his daughter, but his wife passed away, and this woman's helping raise her as the mother figure, but they're not together, and I like that.
It's cool. I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like there's
Do I
definitely some.
like both Spider-Man?
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Am I a cuck? No.
Yeah.
So then, but then eventually MJ and Paul start developing feelings kind of late in the game. And that's when we get the other big reveal, which is, I think, the funniest thing that Marvel maybe has ever done. There is one panel where MJ is standing there in kind of like lingerie or something. Paul's sitting there shirtless with his head hung down. And he says, I'm sorry, I should have told you, implying that Paul has a limp dick and he can't fuck Mary Jane. That is apparently the
I
implication.
think
So all the
Zebos had
Spider-Man
to
fans,
include that.
I know, but all the Spider-Man incels out there that are like, I can't believe she's getting raw dogged by Paul. Now you can be happy. It's okay. She's just Peter, because women just apparently belong to Spider-Man, and that's it. They can't have their own lives. They can't sleep with who they want to sleep with. No, they can only fuck Peter Parker, according to Spider-Man fans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's when you can tell
Guilty.
that the demographic reading, you can almost see the point where it changes from like teenagers to adults, or like
Mm.
men in their young 20s to be like, I can't believe Mary Jane would sleep with Paul. Why not? Why can't she? Why is she
I
not
think it's
allowed?
not I
It's in
can't
four.
believe this would happen. It's
No,
more
no, it
so
is though.
why.
No, it is though. It absolutely is. People going, she's a whore because she slept with
Oh
Paul.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
she doesn't fucking belong to Peter. Yeah, they were, they should be the end goal. The story idea that this is spawning from makes no fucking sense. I agree. It is bad. It is quite bad. But if you just step back and look at it, Mary Jane as a person, she's not been with anyone for 3 years, stuck in this void, and this guy has taken care of her that whole time. Why wouldn't she want to maybe be with him or feel something? Even if it wasn't love, even if they just wanted to have like one night of passion. It's not that. People are so weird and possessive with Mary Jane. It's like Tyler said, it's like people are so attached to Peter Parker that they think like he's their friend and they have to be protective. So like if a woman wrongs Peter Parker, they're like, no, she's a whore, man. Like, you don't need her. It's like,
Mm.
bro, it's a fictional character. Like, grow up. This is like, this happens. This is what adults do. So bizarre.
I am on the side of, I mean, like I get it, but out of all the stories you could tell as
Oh, it's a bad.
writing
It is
Spider-Man,
a
why
bad
this?
story.
Yeah.
It is a bad story, and like people criticizing it for being bad and for being silly and being like, why is Paul here? Blah 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 blah. It's just the people that are carrying on about the, like, as if the biggest problem is that MJ may have slept with someone to the point where Zeb Wells felt the need to go, nah, Paul has a limp dick. Like, how much of an incel can one be that is what you're thinking about? Not that the story is bad, not that the run is dragging, not that the fact you haven't had a good Spider-Man book in many, many years. It's the fact that fictional woman may have slept with another fictional man instead of the fictional man you think she should sleep with.
Damn. Fair enough.
Just saying.
Fair enough, man. Anything else happened in the issue? I mean, I didn't read it.
Oh yeah,
So.
right. So anyway, so right, Paul's dick doesn't work. Woo! And then we get Peter. Peter finally catches up with MJ and Paul and blah blah blah, and then all that's resolved and whatever happens in the middle there. But then they have the talk where MJ's like, "You were gone for 4 years. I didn't think I'd ever see you again, and like I'm not leaving him. I am with Paul." And the whole while is that Mayan god dude, his a goal apparently is to kill MJ because she's the scarlet person or whatever. He wants to kill her. So Peter and MJ have this talk, and then the Fantastic Four confront Peter, and Johnny goes, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" And Peter Parker's like, I know that I did wrong, but I'll still beat you up if you get too close." And so they're about to have a fight, but then Captain America shows up and he stops it and he says, "No, he's in a bad place. Whatever beating that we could lay on him would only, wouldn't be as bad as what he's going through. So let's just leave him alone." And so
I saw
he's
that, yeah.
being ghosted by the superhero community. But then at the end of the issue, you see that Mayan fucking god dude, he's not dead, man. He's coming, and he's coming to kill Mary Jane. Is he actually going to do it?
I don't think so.
Probably not. I don't think so either.
I don't think
No.
so. Could happen.
But
I mean, if it does happen, I won't be surprised. But it could happen.
I would be mildly surprised because I don't think through all of this, I don't think Zeb Wells would go that far.
Yeah.
He's already gone back on the Paul stuff to the point where it's like, it's not their kids and his dick doesn't work. Like, I don't think he's gonna. I think by the end of this run, people are gonna look back and go, "Oh, so nothing big really happened. It just seemed big month to month." You know what I mean? So, like, in the moment, it feels massive, but by the end of it, it's going to be like, so Mary Jane didn't have kids, and her and Paul broke up or something, and she's alive, and Peter's still got the ring, and then the next writer will come in, and who knows? They'll either get married or they won't.
So hold up. So what did Peter do? Like the main marketing for this book when it started, it's just
nothing.
He took something from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I don't believe that the whole like biggest Spider-Man issue in 50 years, the most shocking Spider-Man issue in 50 years, I don't believe that's going to be true. I do not believe that that's going to be true.
Obviously not.
But because if you say, "What did Peter do?" and that's the whole crux of your first 22 issues, and then what did Peter do was, he was a dickhead to the Fantastic
He
Four.
took something from Mr. Fantastic and he shoved Captain America.
Yeah, he punched Captain America with his own shield.
Like, you know what Daredevil's doing right now?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Peter took something that he could just return after.
Dude, Daredevil accidentally fucking murdered someone in the first issue of Chip Zdarsky, and there was no build up. What did Matt do? Like, it's just like a well-told event. Like, they need to stop selling Spider-Man off of like big things that are gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because inevitably everyone's disappointed because the big thing is not that big.
Yeah. That was.
Watch
that was
me be wrong. Watch MJ fucking die, and I'm wrong, and you're wrong. And
I want Zeb Wells on the podcast just to ask him, what did Peter do? And then when he says, he took something from Reed Richards, I'll be like, and that it?
Yeah, was that worth the tease, bro? Was that worth bringing JR in to do art for this whole fucking book? Like,
yeah, come on, man. But yeah, I guess that's the comics.
Yeah,
you guys
that's a good
questions to us. We asked on our Instagram, a hero story. Hey, give us some questions since there's not much news this week, and there's only 3 comics to cover, and you guys complied. So for the next 30 minutes here, we'll go over it.
Or you want me to read some?
Yeah, we could. I have it up too. So
I'm going from the bottom
I'll
So
go
do you
from
want to
the
just
top.
go? Oh, make it drop. That's a
Like now? You want me to stand up
no, no.
and
If you get a bucket and a mop. Anyway, what? So what? You want to go from the top and I go from the bottom?
it will
And
meet
we
in the
meet in the middle.
middle. Yeah, if we get there.
Okay, sure.
If we get there.
Okay, I think we will. There's.
Rapid
Oh wow, there is
fire.
a few. Rapid fire,
Because I
baby.
do have
Okay.
to leave pretty quick to the Zelda pre-order lineup.
Uh, oh no way! Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm going to the midnight
Is
release,
that what
but
you're doing?
the yeah, there's gonna be a big line, I was told. So
Are you still gonna have to like install it and everything?
yeah, but
Are you taking work off? Because you, I was curious if you were
no,
gonna
I
take
wish I
work off.
did. The thing
Did you?
is, though, I was thinking about it
Oh,
and then I
dude.
forgot, and then I found out I have two bosses, and they both
Hmm.
booked the day off to play. So if I call in sick, it's obvious what I'm
They were
doing.
playing. They were you were playing checkers, bro. They were playing 4D chess.
I know. So I'm like, well, can't. Oh well. But yeah. Anyways, I guess
Drew
first flat.
Dennis.
Oh, you first or me?
Oh,
That was the same time.
you go first. You go first.
First Flash fan says I haven't read these questions yet too, so this is my first time. What sport would your favorite character belong on?
What sport?
Yeah,
Tony Stark. What sport would he play?
I'll
Is
say
it? He's,
Batman. Fencing.
oh, that's a. Whoa, nice. Well
Well, he
done.
was a
That's a real.
swashbuckler at one point.
No, but that's
So.
what I meant. Like you said that, and I totally pictured it. Because as soon as he said sport in that question, I was like, cricket. Who could fit cricket? But like, that's not the question. It's what would the character play? I think Tony Stark would probably love a game of baseball.
I was gonna say baseball for sure.
Baseball, yeah,
So with the Mets,
and that's good.
baby.
The Mets, dude, I fucking love that video.
Yeah.
It's not about the Allspark. It's about the Mets, baby. Oh boy.
Your turn now.
Fucking hell. Drew Dennis, what's a character or title you'll never get into? That's easy for
Oh,
me. Spider-Man. Woohoo!
I mean, you kind of are right now.
Dude, like all I ever hear is comic book Spider-Man fans going, "Oh, the character used to be good, but he sucks now." And their version of sucks now is the last 20 years, and their version of good is Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, and then some of JMS. I'm like, well, I'm never
I
gonna do that.
I think for me, after reading the crossover, I'm no longer interested. Spawn. I don't think I
Yeah,
care.
it's. I've seen a lot of people say that like Spawn is actually not very good, and it's just kept going because it's Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe one
I
day, but right now I have zero interest.
Dude, I really do not want this to age poorly, but Jamie Foxx was doing something with Spawn, man. I
Yeah,
am
he was.
severely fucking worried. That
Yeah, he's
is,
in the hospital. I don't know
yeah, and
why too. They just
I heard maybe it was a stroke or something, but I couldn't
okay.
actually I couldn't verify that. I
Yeah,
couldn't verify that. Like I have sources or something, but man, that I
that is
fucking
scary.
love Jamie Foxx, bro. I was dead
Yeah,
set thinking the other day about No Way Home and about how good he is in that movie. With just
yeah,
him and Peter there. And they're
basically.
just having like a little chat. Oh man. And
Coulter the Destroyer says, "What's your favorite comic book run that you've read in the last few months?" Moon
yeah.
Knight with Venom. Next question.
Doctor
No,
Strange Fall Sunrise.
mine's probably World's Finest still.
That
Still my
shit
favorite.
changed my life, man. I still gotta read World's Finest. I will do it, podcast people. I will do it.
Yeah, hurry up. Hey, your turn.
Comics Connors is just the suggestions were funny life stories, Star Wars, or recent movies. Star Wars. I rewatched the last two seasons of Star Wars Rebels, and I fucking cried like 3 times.
Hmm.
The last two seasons of that show, actually don't get how they got as good as they did, especially season 4. It's literally like
Yeah, I gotta
I
get into
really
it.
like season 3. Like I really, especially from the Thrawn perspective, I love season 3. Season 3 being 22 episodes still has some like, yeah, okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Skip that, whatever. Season 4 is like up with the best of the Clone Wars, man. It's ridiculous how good it is. It's
Really?
like
Okay.
it's mature. It's like one big story for most of it. Like it's 14, 15 episode, 14 or 15. I think it's 15
So shorter.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's shorter, and a lot of it is just one big story. There's a couple episodes that you could kind of go, oh yeah, like it feeds in, but it's not as. But most of it is like them stuck on Lothal and how the fuck are they going to get off this planet and what are they going to do to liberate it and blah blah blah. And it's so different and it's so good,
Okay.
so good.
Tempting.
I cried.
Yeah. No, you did.
Recent movies, the only thing I've seen is Guardians. I'm gonna watch Evil Dead Rise soon. I didn't get to see it
Nice.
in cinemas, which is disappointing, but I look forward to watching it.
I
Um,
mean, I see
funny life
movies.
stories.
Wait,
Funny life
you
stories.
said three things there, right? That was
Yeah, funny
three.
life
Oh,
stories.
okay.
Star Wars recent
Well, I
movies.
guess from movies real quick, I see pretty much every movie that comes out nowadays. I go pretty much every week. But yeah,
Yeah,
Guardians 3
you
has
do.
been my favorite. John Wick 4. Evil Dead Rise was fantastic. D&D movie, Scream 6. I really like Air, I like the Mario movie. Missing is a good sequel to Searching
Yeah,
sequel.
I love searching, man.
Yeah, Missing is really good as well. But yeah, life story, funny life story.
Funny life stories. I lasted 20 minutes at work on Monday before they sent me home, and I had a week off. So
That's hilarious.
hilarious. But things are getting better.
That's good, man. I'm good. Good to hear.
Yeah, yeah. So
I guess funny life
that's
story.
it.
Today, I didn't want to say this, but today I was
Oh,
leaving work and I
uh,
was like, oh my God, I get to the parking lot and I'm like, where's my keys? My car keys aren't in my pockets. Must be at my desk. So I go to my desk, car keys aren't there. Search through my bag, car keys aren't there. And I remembered, I guess, fun fact, I design roller coasters for a living and I was doing test rides this morning. So I'm like,
no, you
oh my,
weren't.
yeah, I was. Check my Instagram
Right.
story, my art page.
Oh my
And I
god.
was like, oh
Okay.
my God, it probably fell in my pocket when I was like upside down or something. So I'm
Mm.
going to the amusement park to check, which is closed, but I have a key card to get in. And as I'm walking, I'm passing the parking lots. I'm like, maybe it fell in my pocket as I got it on my car this morning so I could retrace my steps. So I go to my car and I start to retrace my steps. Wasn't there. So I go again and I'm just like, okay, while I'm here, I'm just gonna put my bag in my car. So I open my car, put my bag in, and then I'm like, I can open my car. I left my car
Yeah.
unlocked. My keys were in my car. My car was on for 8.5
Oh,
hours today.
bro.
No one took it. Why did it?
That
Thank
is
you. Thank
insane. I
you.
mean, I'm the fact that you opened the door, like
Because I
that's
had my
hilarious.
bag with all these books and stuff in it. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna put this.
You literally, you know what you did? You did the thing that you did the thing that fucking Annie does in the first Halloween movie, where she goes to the car's locked.
Oh
She
shit.
goes to get the keys. She comes back and opens the door, and then it's like, "Hey, wait a second!" And then Michael Myers jumps in. You almost got fucking Michael Myers, bro.
I actually looked into the back and everything. I went through everything to make sure like nothing was stolen. But still, like, and my it was a little cold this morning, so my heat was on the whole time, so it was like boiling.
Wow, I mean that's probably not the worst, is it?
Yeah, I lost a lot of gas, but
Fuck,
why did
man.
no one take
Wow.
it? I mean, I thank you, but yeah,
Wait, so
there's
it was like it was running?
yeah.
You
I was kind of late for work today. Like,
step out of the car and not go,
so,
that car is running. Like, how did you not?
remember at the start of the podcast, I said there was so much construction. So then, like,
Yeah.
it was slow
Oh,
to get
you
home. There
didn't
was so
hit.
much construction getting to work that I was late.
But,
So as soon as I
but,
parked, I got out and ran to clock in.
but that's such a natural reflex. You turn the key
I
back, you
don't, this
pull it
never
out, you
happened
fucking
before.
get out of the
I've
car.
been driving since I was
Wow.
17. Yeah,
Damn.
there's my
I
funny
can't.
story.
I can't really top that. That's pretty fucking
I
funny,
mean,
man.
yours was hilarious, but
Oh yeah, mine's great. Wow. All right,
oh, I guess it's
you
my
go.
question. Fantasy Plasty says you guys should do a John Wick discussion sometime. Also, what is Harper's favorite My Chemical Romance song?
Oh, I saw this one. It's so hard because like your favorite will change with the fucking weather when it comes to your favorite bands. Like for
Yeah.
some reason, I more subscribed to the not as heavy stuff for My Chemical Romance, like when I was listening. And then when I saw them live, for some reason, when they played Thank You for the Venom, it went so astronomically fucking hard that like I can't stop listening to it. Even though it's like one of their heavier fucking songs. I'm just like screaming it in the car on the way to work. It's like for some reason that is just hitting me. Um Growing up, it was The Ghost of You, which I think has one of the best film clips in music history because it's just the film, it's just Saving Private Ryan, basically, except more sad.
Punk.
So there you go. Huh?
It's more punk.
So anyway, my favorite song is Teenagers.
But yeah, maybe we'll do a John Wick talk one day. I mean, I
I'd
really
love to
like
do a
those
John
movies.
Wick
I
talk.
love
To
those
the
movies.
goat. Wait, where
I
is
love
he?
those movies.
Uh, did I ever tell you I got two of these in the end?
Yeah, you did.
And look, I got the dog.
Oh, I didn't know you had the dog.
Yeah, I got the dog. Look at
Nice.
him. Woo.
Nice.
Anyway. Oh, it's my thing, isn't it?
Yep.
We'll do it on like Timmy's talk or something. John Wick
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, yeah.
That'd be cool. Avery McKinnon says, talk about the new Spider-Man issue. We got you, boy. We
Got
already
it.
done it. Done it, bro. So,
uh
oh, okay.
yeah, that sorry, skip a turn, skip a turn.
Damn it.
Finny Barbar says, what are your thoughts on the current Daredevil suit? It's nice. I like the
Oh,
hood.
it's hard. The black and red with the hood. Yeah, no. I
I
fuck
wouldn't
with
mind
it.
if it just stuck like this, honestly.
He's just stolen dead. He's just stolen dead. He's just stolen Elektra's
Yeah, he
Daredevil
has, but
suit.
it
Yeah,
works.
goes hard.
Next.
Right. Matthew Novak says, is JD stuck in the quantum realm? And if so, is he the new Kang? We can confirm Marvel Studios and
We
Kevin Feige
can confirm. Sorry, go on.
No, you're right. We can confirm that that is true. He is playing Kang, the Conqueror.
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Swarex, I think is how you pronounce, says, what are your thoughts
Yes.
on the current writer guild strike?
Good.
Pay
Pay them
writers.
more.
Yeah, pay
Yeah,
them
fucking
more.
pay people more for the shit they do.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff without writers, so just pay them.
It's sad that certain things are delayed, but also like sometimes we struggle with the idea of wanting media versus wanting people to be able to live. And I think really at the end of the day, people probably deserve to live more than I deserve to see Kingpin on screen again.
They deserve more attention in general. I saw a post recently saying like Marvel studios now have, instead of inviting writers to their movie premieres, they're inviting TikTokers instead.
Yeah,
And that's just,
influencers, yeah.
yeah, it's like, why? They didn't make the
Well,
movie.
but just do both.
Yeah.
Just do both.
Yeah. Or if
have
you,
your influence.
if there's certain seats, yeah, exactly.
It's not like they don't have the money to fucking cater for all of those people. You hear horror stories of the catering at these fucking things.
Yeah.
But no. You
yeah,
had one.
Your turn. Yeah, your turn. Sorry.
Fucking asshole. Mike Hansford says, which is your favorite comic book starring Rex Tyler, aka Our Man? Legends of Tomorrow season 2.
I was gonna say season 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's our favorite comic book.
Yep. Adam Brown 257 says, now the Guardians 3 is out. What are your top 3 superhero trilogies?
Oh, we actually did this in the group chat, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's
Guardians
hilarious.
3 is number 1, I think. And after that, it's actually probably Dark Knight trilogy.
No. Captain America.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I take that back.
Captain America.
But Guardians 3 is your number 1?
No, Guardians is not. No, the Cap one's just hit me in my balls.
Cap is your number 1. Okay.
It has to be Guardians second because I love Homecoming and I love No Way Home, but Far From Home to me is like it's fairly mid.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would be Guardians, and then That's a funny thing because there's so many movies I love, but like the trilogies themselves, I love Batman Begins, I love The Dark Knight. I think Rises is mid as hell.
Okay, fair enough. I
The
think
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies are yeah good,
Guardians trilogy is number
nostalgic.
one. And
Yep.
second for me is actually the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, and then
Yeah, no,
Dark
you're
Knight.
a virgin.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know what else there really is to choose from. It's Cap, it's Guardians, it's definitely not fucking Thor. I love Iron Man,
yeah.
but I don't. It doesn't feel like qualifiable as like a trilogy. Um, I'm gonna say the prequels. That's my favorite superhero
Cool,
trilogy.
cool. Comic Germ says, "What comic hero or villain do you think that you could beat in a fight?"
Pretty sure you just did two questions in a row, but anyway.
No, I didn't. Yes, I did.
Tri- yes, you did. But go on.
You could do two in a
No,
row
go.
next
You've
time.
already read the question.
I know.
Go.
So
What is it?
you could do two in a row next time. I could probably beat Starfire.
I could I could beat stuff on it too.
No,
God
no.
damn. God damn.
I'm gonna
What is it?
say,
Who we could beat in a fight?
yeah, yeah.
Foggy Nelson.
Oh, that's a good one.
I could beat the shit out of Foggy Nelson. You wouldn't even fucking see it coming. Daredevil would kick my ass
I
afterwards.
got
But
one.
is it superheroes or just comic book
Just
characters?
comic book characters. For me,
Ben Urich.
Wade West. Wally West's newborn child. That's my number one.
So, so for those at home that haven't been reading The Flash, Hunter wants to beat up a baby. That's
No, no
hilarious.
sign of the Speed Force, yes, as far as I can tell. So I got this. I think I got this.
Right. Okay.
Your turn.
Um, Jeff the Land Shark said thoughts on Jason Momoa as an island officer. I don't know what that means.
Like he's an officer on an island. Cool.
Is he? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Kind of goes hard, but I don't know what that means. Jeff the Land Shark also said thoughts on Daniel West and the new 52 Flash run. I love Daniel West. I historically love the first 4 volumes of the Flash New 52. I think that character starts off awesome, looks awesome, and then kind of trickles out.
He does look really cool. I'm shocked that he hasn't returned at all.
It's a death that's lasted, yeah.
Yeah, which I respect,
But
but
I also like him, yeah.
yeah, he was
How come
really
every
cool.
other Flash character comes back within like
Yeah,
6 months, but fucking Daniel West is still dead?
yeah.
What's your favorite decade of comics from Ethan Hahn 05?
I am biased. I like 2010s DC and I like
Hmm.
2000s Marvel.
I would I think I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think
Okay.
about DC.
Geek Mode says thoughts on Young Justice current fours. Oh, sorry. Thoughts on Young Justice Core 4's current state and what should DC be doing with them? I think they were ignored for the most part. And I feel like
Can you
DC
repeat
doesn't
the
know what to
question?
do. What are the thoughts on Young Justice Core 4? So
Oh,
Tim Drake
Young Justice.
Robin,
I was
Cassie
thinking
Wonder Girl.
Fantastic Four.
No. Robin, Impulse, Superboy, and Wonder Girl. I think
That
they're
is the
being
most
ignored for the most part. And I
that is
don't
the
think
most
they're
geek
gonna do
mode fucking
anything with them.
question ever. It's like there was only one thing he would ever write in about. It would be Young
I
Justice.
think that DC should bring back Young Justice and have it just be those four to start at least. And that's what you do with them. And then you build the team from there. But you start with just those four.
Young Justice fans, like I feel their pain. I do feel geek
Well, they
mode's pain
don't
a little
need
bit.
7 people on the team, really.
No, they don't, and it's also it never lasts.
Hmm.
It's like they've gone on 3 really good dates, and then the person at the end goes, "Actually, I'm not feeling this." It's like I thought this was going really well, and then Young
Hmm.
Justice is gone for another however many years.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish Tyler was on this episode because he would have just been like, "Who gives a fuck about fucking Young Justice?
You would,
Fucking
yeah.
stop complaining about it." It's like Tyler, people can like other things. Oh right,
Your
me.
question?
Okay. What? Kojolo? Oh my god, this is a question. Come on, bro. Would you rather go back in time to stop Hitler from being born or Zeb Wells? Are you
Ooh,
like,
Jesus.
yeah? I think it's fairly clear what I would choose there. I
Yeah.
think Zeb Wells is fine. He's writing a not great Spider-Man run, but in general, he's not a bad writer. He's not a bad person. Um, I'm not sure if you know a whole lot about Hitler, but he did some things that I don't.
He made Red Skull though, so
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, get rid of Zeb Wells.
yeah. Uh Kev.doc says, how many times have you read your favorite comic or most read comic? Um, what's yours?
How many times, like one book that I've read
Yeah,
multiple
what is
times?
the comic that you read the most? Because
I
for
would.
me, it's Dark Side War. Like seriously, I've read that
Oh, are
maybe
you for
I
real,
think I've
bro?
read it 6 times, which isn't that's not that high of a number. But I don't usually reread books. But I really like Dark Side War.
I just
Watchmen.
this. I'll never get enough of Watchmen. I'll never get enough of it.
Well, you're not reading it now, so clearly you had enough to do the podcast.
December 19th. Kojolo, again, with a less controversial question, says, anything you guys hope to see before Chip's Daredevil run ends in August? Um, I hope to see, like, the will to live again. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I hope. I hope Daredevil is like you, Harper. Wherever he ends
What?
up, I hope that he
Heartbroken,
joins you.
depressed. Oh, hell. Well,
You
I
heard
did
our
just have
theory.
to choose between Hitler and Zeb Wells, so I think I'm
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on my way.
Matthew Novak says, will this
Um,
episode be a Junkyard Joe retrospective now that the series is over and it's legitimately great?
oh,
Yeah,
you betcha,
yeah,
baby,
we're
when
getting to that.
JD comes back.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last 2 hours.
Mhm. Next.
Trey Pash, thoughts on the PKJ Philip Kennedy Johnson John Stewart backup story?
Oh
You
yeah,
mentioned it
I
briefly.
briefly
Good.
mentioned it. It's good, but it's very short that you can't really tell what's going on. I mean, you could tell what's going on, but like there, it's clearly just set up. So I feel like that's why I didn't really talk about much. Can't really judge because it's only a couple pages. Um, Pouch Ins Gavin asks,
Mhm.
which run is better, Bendis Avengers or Hickman's Avengers? I think Bendis has the better run, but I think Hickman has the better like finale. You can't beat Secret Wars, but a run in general, I really like Bendis.
Avengers or New Avengers?
Oh, I guess I'm thinking in general all of it together.
I think you're out of your mind if you're saying Bendis has the better over Hickman.
I know.
I mean, yeah, each to their own, but like there is
They're
for
both
me,
like perfect to me.
there's no reality where like I mean, granted, I only read the first 12 issues of Bendis's Avengers. I read all of New Avengers. I think I read most of Hickman Avengers and New Avengers. I would say Hickman for sure. It's so
It's
mature,
very
bro.
close. It's very
And
close.
it's so like, oh, this is for real. It's got like the tone of like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Your
um
question?
uh, Trey, once again, I've got like a block of Trey. He says Spider-Man 25, we did it. It's done. We did it.
Yep, done. Okay. Young Sheldon enthusiast says, what villains work better as heroes? Doom. Doctor Doom. Young Sheldon,
Young,
that's another one.
young Sheldon enthusiast is a fucking
Oh,
great name.
Venom.
That's
Venom.
fucking hilarious.
There's two right there. Doom, Venom. Well, kind of Sinestro. I think Sinestro should be bad, but he always has good
Can you
intentions.
can you imagine introducing yourself? I am young Sheldon enthusiast.
Magneto. There's another one.
That's a fucking great name. Oh my
I'm
god.
thinking of a lot here.
Sorry, I was actually so taken by what is the question?
What villains work better as heroes? So I said
What
Doctor
villain?
Doom. I said Magneto. I said two more. Venom. I said.
You think Doctor Doom works better as a hero?
I think it works.
He works well as a hero for sure. Does he work better?
Oh, better, yeah. No. Okay, for better, Magneto, yes. And Venom,
I would be
yes.
inclined to agree. Yes, Venom. I don't know, man. There's an issue of Len Kaminsky's Iron Man where Venom is
Lost her
just
tank.
like, yeah, that's where it came from. Where Venom is chasing Tony Stark through Stark Industries while Tony is like running to get the suit and he's going down like levels of the building and into the underground, and Venom is just ripping his way through doors and chasing after Tony Stark like he's a fucking like horror movie
That is
creature. And I
cool.
think
That is cool.
that shit is cool as fuck. But I don't know. I do agree because like modern Venom being like a on good standing is pretty good. And I guess Venom's never done anything to be like Norman Osborn or the Joker, has he? He's
No,
never like
yeah.
murdered a child or eaten someone, right?
Uh, he has eaten people.
No, he's eaten people, but he hasn't eaten a child. Everyone's eaten people. I mean,
I'm not sure. Oh, I'll have to catch up with my Venom lore.
yeah, you're not a true Venom fan, bro. Come on.
Damn it.
Trey, once again, are you this is funny. Are y'all gonna do Armor Wars for book club anytime soon? Sorry, what year is it? Are we still in 2020? Are we
2023.
Oh, might miss
Yeah.
the boat on that one.
I don't think we are. We all read it, and then everyone got really busy after. Even though we were planning on doing it, everyone got busy, and then everyone was free again, but we weren't doing book club for a while. Now book club's back, but we kind of actually scheduled out the
Well,
next few
every time
months.
you guys do fucking book club, bro, it's always on days that I'm not there.
Yeah,
Days I can't do it.
yeah.
But she's there, baby.
I guess on a
I'm what
day where Harper's free, we could try when everyone's free. Besides, it is the podcast. Like JD and Tyler aren't here right now because JD's life is busy. Tyler not so much. But it's hard to find a time to record the podcast. Even we have this little window that everyone is usually
Yeah.
available, and
And
that's
if
when
it
we do
don't
it.
work, it don't work.
Yeah, basically. That's why sometimes we're like, see you next week, and then you don't hear from us for 2 weeks. So that's
We
even why
try.
this is actually the exact reason why D&D stopped, is because we can't find the time. We could cancel a hero story and just do D&D, but then there'd be no podcast. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
It's a commitment. It's a hell of a commitment. But we do it
Yeah.
because we love the people that fucking waste their time to listen to us. And we mean that from the bottom of our hearts.
Asking about Zeb Wells and
I fuck it. Any single fucking person, if they've listened to us talk about nonsense to this point in the podcast, favorite people on this earth.
like you get yeah,
Unbelievable.
we appreciate all of you. You guys are great.
It's not even like, when YouTubers go and they go like, I appreciate like everyone that watches me. You guys are the real heroes and blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, just collect your money. You know what I mean? But like,
We don't get
anyone
paid.
who has sat through, yeah, we don't make money from this. We do it because we fucking love it. And anyone that makes it through a single episode, like finishes an episode, best people on this fucking planet, man. Like the fact that you can do that. Oh man.
Yeah,
Love
all
you
of you
guys.
guys are
Love
awesome.
you guys. I fucking love you guys.
My next
Anyway.
question is by comic Andre, who says this podcast is like the Flash CW show. Each episode gets worse.
Okay, so everything I just said, I'm gonna fucking take that back. Fuck you. I fucking hate all of you. Fuck this show.
As you were like praising everyone, I saw that question. I'm like, oh no.
That's so fun. That timing is fucking incredible. That's so funny. We love you guys. Fuck you.
So
This
like the
show
podcast was
sucks.
critical talked about. So this is like get out.
Get the fuck out. You rate us a 2, get out. Trey's final question. How's Harper doing? I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. It's tough.
Dun, dun, dun,
Life is tough
dun.
when things come out of nowhere. You know, when you can sense that something's coming, it's a little bit easy to manage. But when things blindside you, it's hard to deal with. And so anyone out there who has felt that before, I haven't before, and I feel that pain. And also underneath the
I
bridge,
was wondering if you noticed that.
up is strongly.
That's nice that they asked. My next question is by
Yeah.
Comic Arc, who says we need Harper to read World's Finest, and then three crying emojis.
Yeah. Oh, we're literally about to meet in the
Yeah.
middle.
And the next question after that's by Lennox01 that says Harper needs to read World's Finest with an angry emoji.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
okay.
Favorite Green Lantern run and why? Grant Morrison's The Green Lantern is my personal.
I'm on that question too, and it doesn't say run, it just says favorite Green Lantern.
Oh, it does too. I'm
Mhm.
stupid in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Green Lantern why?
Hal Jordan, he's my
He's a
favorite.
pedophile, so no.
But he's like the
Oh,
lead of like Jeff Johns' run, and I really like him. I think he's the best. I also like how powerful he is. I really like when they show just how overpowered he is, but it works because he's in space. So who cares? Yeah, that's
I
you're
just
not
like
really a Lantern fan, right?
I
Are you?
like Kyle. I like Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle's cool.
I like Kyle. Okay, well, last question goes to you, I suppose.
Harper's thoughts on the new Evil Dead by Ledoki.
Haven't
What
seen it.
it's awesome. I think
I
it's
look
just
forward to it.
like the reboot where it's very dark and brutal and scary, but it's not as edgy as the reboot.
So
Reboot
no.
and more. I mean, like it's Evil Dead, of course. Like things are weird, but it doesn't have people like pulling their arms
but
off, which I don't know how that
yeah, and
works.
bisected in them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That took me out of it when I watched the reboot. But no,
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. It's very dark. And it's really cool to see Evil Dead in a build like an apartment building rather than the forest. I think that's interesting. It's cool.
There you go. I didn't even know that was the case. I thought it was in a
Really?
forest.
No, no, not in the
I
woods
saw
at
that
all.
A-frame house in the trailer and I went, that's where I want to live one day. Oh, there you go.
I mean, that's in it, yeah. But no, the whole movie pretty much takes place in an apartment and they're stuck on it's like there's one floor that people are trapped on, and that's where it's happening.
1408.
Mm-hmm.
You ever
What?
seen that movie?
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
John Cusack, ghost investigator horror movie.
Is it good?
It's crazy because it's a movie that has two completely different endings.
Oh,
One that the main one that you would get on Blu-ray and 4K is fucking awful. Do you want me to explain it?
sure,
Be
yeah.
the last thing. It actually is like it's crazy. I had a friend once who was like, "You got to watch like the theatrical cut. The ending's way better. The cut that's on every other version, like if you buy it, is the ending where John Cusack spends this whole time in this hotel. He's in this room investigating. Are there actually ghosts in it? Blah 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 blah. Um, it's very apparent that there are ghosts in it, and
Mm-hmm.
then the it catches on fire, and he dies in the apartment building. And
Mm-hmm.
the end of the movie, you see his ghost like standing in the apartment, and then they have his funeral, and Samuel L. Jackson is there, and John Cusack scary jump scares Samuel L. Jackson in a car, and the movie ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very generic, silly horror movie ending. The theatrical cut, the original ending that you can only get on a couple versions, he leaves the hotel room, it all catches on fire, but he leaves. He doesn't die in there. He goes back with all the evidence, and people are like, you didn't find anything in there, did you? And he's talking to his wife, and his wife is like, you dedicated all of this time and blah blah blah, and what the fuck was it for? And he like has one recording and he plays it, and it's like the voice of a little ghost girl singing,
Mm-hmm.
and like it actually comes through, and the wife like looks at him like, oh my god, it is real, and he just like slowly looks directly at her, and it just slowly like zooms in on him while like the voice is talking and singing, and it's just like it was real. It was all real. Like it wasn't just bullshit. The
I got
ghost real.
chills.
It's so fucking well executed. I've probably
Weird.
butchered talking, but it's crazy the difference
Huh.
between generic horror movie jump scare ending and like oh my god, it was all real, and they're just looking at each other, and the wife is
Jeez.
like freaking out. I think it might have even, is it his dead daughter or something? I don't know. It's, I forget, but man, it's fucking crazy. It's
Okay, I'll
crazy how
have to look
different it
into
is.
that. Kind of
Yeah,
reminds me, like, have you seen the Descent?
I fucking hate The Descent.
Well, there's two endings to that. One's
There is two endings.
really bad,
Yes.
and the other's really good. So I
Well,
won't get into it. I won't get into it. But
actually curious, what do you like the ending where she's still stuck in the cave?
yes.
Interesting. I think it's because I don't like that movie to begin with, that I don't really care for either of
Mm,
them.
yeah.
It's also the one with her in the cave becomes non-canon, or actually it can be canon either way because
There's no
she makes
sequels
it
or
out.
anything, so like, who
What do you mean there
cares?
is? No, there is.
There is?
You've not seen The Descent too.
Is it good?
It's awful.
Okay, yeah,
It's,
no, that's probably right. It's like
no, but
Speed 2.
so
I don't care for Speed 2, but Speed is the greatest movie ever
that's
made.
different. The Descent 2 is the cast. They return. She is like, they think she's insane and she killed all the other people that went caving with her, and so she takes them back to the cave, and they find that, you know, the lady, she like put the pickaxe through the leg so that
Yeah.
she could escape. She's alive, and
Mm,
she gets a redemption arc where she saves the one from the original movie,
okay.
but then yeah, it's
Yeah,
bad.
I don't
But
care for it. Yeah.
everyone, oh, that movie ends with the new character that went in with them escapes out of the hole, and some random farmer dude bangs her over the head with a shovel and puts her back down in the hole so the monsters can eat her, and that's the end of the movie. That's it. So
That's
like
disturbing.
none of it ever mattered. But
Mm.
director Neil Marshall also directed Dog Soldiers, which is a much better movie. So
Redemption arc.
go
Everyone,
watch Dog Soldiers.
and that's your question. So thanks for submitting. We'll be back here next week, hopefully with the others out of the quantum realm.
I should have
And
glasses by then.
yeah, so he'll be talking like the Riddler the whole time, the Matt Reeves
Yes.
Riddler. So, you know, he had fans.
Ave Maria.
Thank you for listening, and we will be back hopefully soon. Hopefully next week. We'll see.
Fuck it, bro. It's your life.